Oh, molasses. Oh, molasses. Look at the adorableness that is happening right there. Max and Mia inside their little room. I was going to be walking outside to do a webcast, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? I don't ever showcase Max and Mia in the webcast. And people have commented on this. They say, Derek, you don't ever show Max and Mia in the webcast. And I'm like, you know what? Today I'm going to show Max and Mia in the webcast. But I had my reservations about doing it because if I go into the room to try to showcase Max and Mia in the webcast, they might get a little bit scared, you know, because I'm a big guy, and well, Max gets a little bit anxious around me. And then it would be a little bit like, oh, no, 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 don't run away, don't run away. Oh my gosh, don't, please just keep doing the cute things that you were just doing a little bit ago. But it might not happen because I was just in the room. Now you can see Max is, he's eyeing me down. Now, one thing also is that I am on the other side of a door right now. I'm actually not in there with them. So there is a bit of psychological separation. Max is like, this is okay. I can handle this. I can handle this. And I do go in there and I'll play the magic carpet ride game with Max, and he allows that. He allows me to do that. Or he'll jump on the blanket as I'm pulling it back and forth across the room. But here you go, Max and Mia. Part of the webcast. Part of the walk around the compound webcast. Because there are definitely people who say, oh, Derek, you don't ever show the bobcatters. Oh, Derek, oh, Derek, oh, Derek. I read the comments. And I want to make sure to give the people what they want. Booby! 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 I just heard him. I just heard him behind me. Scratching around, being cute. Booby! Booby! Hi! Hi, mister. Hi, Mr. Dog. Hi, Mr. Stinks. You get to be a part of the webcast, too. You get to be walk around the poopcast. His name was originally Smokey. Smoke, what's that? Some dirt, some fluff. Okay, off with you. His name was originally Smokey. And of course, as a puppy, he pooped a lot inside the house. And then we started making the jokes. Oh, you know, instead of a puppy, I think we have a poopy. And the name stuck, and that's what he started to respond to. That's what he started to respond to. Oh, Gates! Oh, Gates! Oh! You know, you should probably oil those down, put some WD-40 on those, Derek. No, I don't want to put WD-40 on them. I like my gates nice and noisy here at the Center for Animal Research and Education. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, we do. The reason for that, a couple simple reasons, because we can hear the gates. And let's say that I'm out in the compound and I'm working and I'm doing something, okay? And then all of a sudden, you know, and I know that there's not people here. It's a weekday or something like that. I can hear a gate opening from a long distance. It can just cause me to come and investigate. You know that sometimes, even though, despite the fact that we actually have signs that are posted like, hey, don't come into the compound without a tour guide. Don't come into the compound without someone being there. People just still say, just like, don't come into the compound. I guess that means I get to just walk right in. So, yeah, I know, being able to actually hear when gates open, yeah, that's a good thing. Anyway, hello all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic. We haven't really talked about big cats yet. Walk around the compound webcast. Oh my gosh, it's been like almost 5 minutes. There hasn't been a single big cat. There's been little cats and a dog. No big cats in the Walk Around the Compound webcast as of yet. Maybe there was some slight shots of Layla Off in the distance, but Raven here will have to be the first official Big Cat in the Walk Around the Compound webcast. And she is ignoring me hard right now. Oh, I'm getting the shade. Raven! Raven! No! I know you hear me. Oh, well, fine. Whatever. Hi, Lily. She's like, oh, get that camera off me. She says, no. Hi, Milo. Need to put some more obsession on a box and give it to you. Sass, do you have anything to say? Sass. Hi, baby. A little squeak. A little squeak from the Sass. I like it. I will take it. I accept your squeak offer. Tauntaun? Hello? Good evening, madam. Do you have a raspy smoker's ant squeak? An old ant who oh, darling, you don't even, he was no good for you. That's kind of what Tawny sounds like. I got a nice guy. He's down. Oh, I'm trying to think of like an old, like something. I'm trying to think of a reference that maybe I'm at the bingo place or something. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with references for something that a middle-aged aunt who smokes a lot. Somewhere that she would frequent. I'm trying to blank. Oh, my hairdresser. She's got a nephew about your age. He's a really, really sweet kid. You would love him. I'll set you up, sweetie. That's kind of funny, even though she didn't squeak one time. Hi, Shadow. I'm saying, he says hi to his shadows and everything. Oh, Layla, still up on her platform. Still up on her platform. We have yet, we will be moving. Oh, there's going to be some shuffling going on. Some shuffling of kitties. More than likely going to be moving Layla into Selena's enclosure, moving Noi and Wally into Layla's enclosure, moving Selena into Noi and Wally's enclosure back over there. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan. Look, it may not work out like that. There may be, different shuffles that we end up doing ultimately, but that's kind of the idea. So that Layla's still going to be up here and she still gets to be near lions. And then another plan is to actually connect these enclosures. There's still going to be a space in between. There's still going to be fencing, but the enclosures right up next to each other. Actually put fencing in between so that Layla, or a cat, whoa, damn, oh my gosh, Bush. She wasn't going after me. She was going after this evil Bush, weren't you? You were protecting me from the bush. I thank you so much for protecting me from that awful, evil bush. I know that you would never do anything to harm me. Oh, no, you're so sweet. You're so sweet, and you never act out impulsively or anything like that. But, yeah, no, the idea is that, it's almost kind of like the Rascal and Kate kind of thing, where the space in between, because the space between Rascal and Kate's enclosure way back in the corner actually used to be a space that you could, drive a vehicle through, and then we moved them together. So you can have cats that are able to share adjacent space and be able to sniff and smooch at each other through the fencing and stuff like that. So that's kind of the long-term plan. Kind of sort of the long-term plan. I didn't think of anything to talk about, no topics of discussion. Oh, my goodness. I knew that I should have done this. I was going to look up and see who the familiar face was. Let me go ahead and just do that right now. I'm going to stop the recording, and I'm going to look at the last video that I posted, which was the Whispercast. The Whispercast. Most of you liked the feedback I got on that was really good. So I'm going to do more of those videos that are going to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more, even keel. Not so high energy like the Walk Around the Compound webcast that you guys are so used to. So we're going to have a little bit more of that in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording. We're going to find out who the familiar face is when I come back. Intermission. Bumblebee. Bumblebee intermission. Alrighty, we are back to the webcast. Looked at some previous videos. Actually, the Whispercast wasn't the last video, but I decided to look into the comment section of that one. And the familiar face shout out for this webcast. And yes, I don't always do the familiar face shout out for every single one, but for this one, I'm going to be doing it. It is Mr. Ryan Huck. Thank you very much, sir, for being a familiar face. Clyde, you don't seem so excited about Ryan's newfound familiar facedom. Yeah, let it be noted on this day, the 27th of September, 2015, which by the time you guys see it, it'll be the 28th. Or is today the 28th? I don't know. Today's Monday, the actual day that I'm recording it. I post these on Tuesday mornings. I'm so confused. I'm getting my dates mixed up. Actually, no, today is the 28th. Oh, my goodness. This is so boring. Why am I even talking about this? Oh, Clyde. I think it's just, you know, the fact that you're just showcasing your beanbag off to the world. It just gets distracting, you know. You have a little bit more, you know. Have some shame. But, yeah, Ryan, thank you very much for being a familiar face, for engaging in the content, for talking and commenting and stuff like that, and talking enough to where you become a familiar face. Look at Mr. Papa. Yep, he is making good work of that carcass there, that carcass head. So, yep. Did not get this enclosure cleaned yet because he decided to say no, thank you. I am still working on my food. Please come by again later. And of course, being that Kanapali is a tiger, we sort of have to acquiesce to his requests. It's kind of a thing that happens when you're dealing with tigers. They can become very persuasive. Very much so persuasive indeed. Oh, goodness gracious. This is like the summer that won't end. I mean, it's almost October, and we're seeing average temperatures getting still up into the high 80s and low 90s. It's weird. It's weird. But then I've also read that we're going to be having a much more extreme and cold and rainy and crazy winter down here. So, climatological weather extremes. The patterns are going to be going up and down. Up and down. Yeah, I know. Do you have anything to say? Look at all of that meat inside of your belly. Look at all that meat inside of your belly. Oh, don't you huff at me. Don't you have a huff, mister? Yeah, I know. Alright. Fine. Be that way. This might be a little bit of a boring webcast. Might have to cut it a little bit short. Because all of the cats just have meat comas right now. They all have meat comas. Poopaluka. Poopaluka. You want to come up and say hello, right? You want to say hello to all the people, all the adoring fans, the individuals who love you so much. Yes, he does. Wait. Where is he going? A little bit of a roundabout way, but we'll take it. Hi. Hello. Hi, mister. Hi, Mr. Poopaluka. How are you? How are you? Mr. Man. Oh. I've been trying to slowly cut down coffee consumption. Oh, but not my cute consumption. Ah, look at that. But yeah, I've been slowly cutting down because I drink a lot of coffee. In the morning, I would drink about 10 cups a day in the morning. So that's about 1 pot of coffee. Wasn't doing the greatest of things for my nerves. It was getting me a little bit too jazzed up, and I've been slowly making incremental decreases in my overall morning coffee consumption, decreasing it by 2 cups a week, so that it's not this really, you know, like, oh my gosh, you know, oh, this is a problem. Oh, I feel so weird and strange and funny because I'm not getting this chemical that I am so accustomed to getting. But had a little bit of a kerfuffle. Hi, hey bud, hi chompers. Had a bit of a kerfuffle this morning. I'm down to 6 cups. down to 6 cups in the morning. I made my coffee before work and I forgot it. I forgot to take it with me because I normally put it in one of my big Bubba mugs and then I take it with me. And then I got further down the road and I was thinking like, no, just turn back and go get it. And then I'm just like, no, I gotta keep going. And I did, I just kept going. And then I got myself some just dirty, diesel-y gas station coffee. Which is probably not the, you know, it's not tailored specifically to the amounts that I have been, you know, getting my body accustomed to. And a lot of times that stuff is just really pumped up with all sorts of caffeine, you know, for the late night trucker folk. And oh man, that kind of put me, I don't know, and I feel like a bit of a wiener, you know, because like it just kind of put me on in like a weird kind of plane, you know. Increased my anxiety levels today and stuff like that. Just kind of filled me with just kind of like this weird sense of dread, you know, for a good portion of the day. But yeah, it kind of set me off a whack a little bit. But it's amazing how impactful, you know, the chemicals that we decide to put into our bodies can impact us. And caffeine is a very, very powerful, you know, chemical. And it is one of those things where if you mess with the daily levels, then it can have these wide sweeping physiologic effects. But it's not just that. But I mean, it's like, you know, like some people who have iron deficiencies, or they have a lot of salt cravings because, you know, for some reason their bodies leach out salt a lot more than what is considered a normal rate. So yeah, there's all sorts of different types of things. When I don't get enough donuts, I get cranky. It's a blood sugar thing. Boo Bear. Everyone's just got comas. If they don't get enough proteins, they get all crazy, brah. If they don't get enough proteins. Man, these cats are, it's just a sleepy meat coma tiger decimating bomb just went off over here. I am so sorry for this webcast. These cats are just plain boring. They're boring cats today. They're not providing the animated joy and mirth that you people have come to expect from the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Oh, damn it. Oh, hashtag WATC. The caffeine has just got me all bugaboo. Flash is like, just whatever. Just do your thing and then just keep moving, please. Just do your thing and keep moving. I'm not really wanting to entertain you right now, good sir. We still got a couple more days left on our Indiegogo campaign. Still got a couple more days. If you can donate, if you have the capabilities of donating, please do so. We still have not yet hit our goal, and we still have some more days to go. So if you are capable of donating and you do enjoy the cats and you do enjoy the content, then please consider making a contribution. Because we definitely want to be able to give Raleigh and Zubiri and Boomer and Slade a bang up home. That would be good. That would be good. All of these meat coma kitties. Meat coma kitties. Oh my gosh, everyone is just so sleepy. Everyone is just so sleepy. Why did I even bother? Why did I even bother starting this whole webcast thing in the first place? Even just going back when I started off from Walk Around the Compound webcast 1, I should have known that one of these was going to be just completely boring, that the cats were not going to be coming up and saying hello, and that should have been reason enough just to not do any webcasts, period. Because seriously, this is just awkward. This is just awkward and embarrassing, and I don't know if I can just put up with that again. The levels of anxiety. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Boomer, help! Are you okay, Papa? Do you want a hug? I will use my teeth. Yeah, there's different things like, you know, like it's a weird thing, like I hate exercising and I love exercising at the same time. Because sometimes it's like a chore of definitely to have to drag yourself to go and do strenuous physical activity for prolonged periods of time. But the benefits that you get out of it, and like long-term and immediate type benefits that you get from it, they're amazing. And there's times where it's like if I have a scheduling conflict and I can't make it to the gym, or I can't go on a run, or I can't do something, like that'll in and of itself like send me through a loop, get me all cranky. Ugh. Maybe because I got to build up of chemicals or whatever stress that's all up in my britches. Yeah. But then there's also the idea that sometimes if, you know, things don't happen within yeah, Slade, yeah. Then there's also the idea that if things don't happen quite within your habitual framework, you know, that sometimes that can kind of send you through a loop. And then also sometimes there's a thing also called catastrophizing, where it's basically a fancy way of saying making mountains out of molehills, where like you start to unnecessarily see, oh, look at him, he's gonna do some bad things, oh my gosh. Bah! That was great. Oh, boom. What did Slade do? Slade, you stinker. Stinkpot. Oh, that was pretty adorable though. That was pretty adorable. Oh my gosh. My goodness. Too stinking cute. Too stinking cute. Yeah, I know. They're ugly. Yeah. Breaking down the fourth wall. I know, look at those boys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you'll skew your logic and you'll start to manipulate your perception to the point where you're fabricating worst possible scenarios for a myriad of things that are happening in your life. That's catastrophizing. And it's not healthy. It's good to have a little bit, you know, of healthy consideration and concern for the things that happen in your life, but when it gets to a point that you're obsessing, and that you're building and creating scenarios that may or may not even really exist, and then that's affecting your subsequent behavior and how you interact with the people around you, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And here's the other thing also, it's like when the cats are this low energy, when the cats are this kind of just then I definitely feel like this need to have to pump it up. You know, Derek, you don't have to do that. It's just you and the cats, and just whatever you put out there, it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I still have to do the things. I gotta do my thing. I got my swag. Oh my gosh, look at that claw. Oh, she's just got her claw just out. Interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna get a couple more cats, say hello to a couple more kitties, and then probably cut this one. Cut this one down. Call it a day. Call it a cast. Yeah, a cast of the webs. You know, we had a couple of good moments in here. I'm not going to say that we didn't. Sometimes you're going to knock them out of the park, and sometimes the webcasts are going to be a little bit flat. I thought it was great. I thought it was amazing. You know, and there's plenty of times where I'll do these webcasts, and then I'll think after the fact, like, oh, you should have said that thing that was like really super funny. And Melita, she gets really excited. She gets excited to see me sometimes. So excited that she wants to hug me with her teeth. But yeah, it's weird because she's got a strange relationship with most of the, like, guys. She doesn't like guys. There's a lot of dudes, especially big dudes, that she really does not like. But for some reason, she likes me. But for some reason, she does like me. But she likes me kind of like a crazy ex-girlfriend. You know, that kind of like, where are all these text messages? Who's Charlene? I'm here. I brought you some pot roast. Let me in. Oh, Tess. Meat coma, meat belly, big belly. Ooh. At least it doesn't have a 50-pound uterus in it, huh? Am I right? Ah, look at those Pete's. Pete, I guess I should say. Well, there's two. Oh, Pete's be with you. And also with you. Oh, you farted. You stink. Ugh. You know, tiger burps actually are often smellier than tiger farts. And I know this for a fact because I have been burped at and farted at by tigers at very close range. Very close range. So, yeah. And a lot of times the burps are worse. Getting that coagulated protein slurry partially digested inside of their guts. Too many details, Derek. You didn't have to talk about those things. Well, that's true. Part of the content. I mean, if you didn't know that about now, you know, that every once in a while there was just going to be some random gross thing that I was going to be talking about, then you don't really know me at all. And I don't know if this can continue. Derek's really crazy today. It's because of these cats! It's because of these cats! Yeah, it is, Wally! You think that you can give me something good to finish on? Big yawn, big boy with a big yawn and a big beautiful mane. Do you have anything to say? Any whininess that you might want to impart on the people? Wally, Wally, you know you want to. Wally, wah wah wah, wah wah. Okay, well, I think that's probably going to be as good as we're going to get it. That's going to be the most activity that we're going to be able to get out of this magnificent young fellow right here. Mr. Mawali, Mr. Beautiful, Mr. Gel. So, bless you. You can just see the snot flying, glistening in the sun. Ah, yes, these majestic animals. Oh, you're going to come over and say hi? Okay, well, I'll keep it going for a little bit longer. I'll keep it going for a little... Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hi. Oh, man, your balls got in the way. Oh. what am I, 12? I don't care. Any guy who follows me, which is only like literally maybe like a quarter of the entire BigCatDerek followership is actually dudes. But, you know, and most guys, they can attest that fart jokes and jokes about balls, they're never not funny. Like, you know, you could be a 70-year-old dude, you're making jokes about balls, and you're like, look at the thing's balls. It's just true. I'm sorry. It just is. It's so juvenile. So juvenile. You're such a handsome boy. You're so handsome. Just spend a little bit of extra time with you. What? Is it because I went over here? Are you upset because I went over here and I'm not actually spending this close-up quality time with you? But I can't get good camera angles from this perspective, from this there we go. Now we're looking good. Oh, Wally. High maintenance. High maintenance and fabulous. All right. For reals. I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Thank you for making it this far. All right. Bye-bye.